MASN All Access.
He makes the drive from Syracuse to D.C., makes it through the rain, gets here during the rain delay in the third inning, goes into Davey Martinez's office, and Davey says, hey, congrats on being here, but I need you to get dressed. You actually might get in the game later tonight. He obviously gets dressed. He gets that pinch hit opportunity in the sixth inning and hits that 2-run shot for his first big league career homer. Super exciting stuff. First time reaching free agency.
Yeah.
A lot of uncertainty in the air.
It's pretty cool.
Are you excited at this point?
I kind of am.
Well, you said it has been a little bit of a disappointment with such a talented roster, but how have you been able to deal with it individually, knowing there's a chance you won't make it to the playoffs?
You know, when ownership decides to make those moves, it's frustrating and disappointing, but you understand where they're coming from. We have not played to the level that we've played at.
I'll give my opinion first, Rock, and then you can give yours. I'm just going to say not going to happen.
See Joe Girardi.
Yeah, that's all I have to say about it. It's the same thing. You're taking a guy that's over 60 years old. They're starting a rebuild. Of course, he's a player's manager, but he's still a little bit old school. The way I see it is they're probably going to bring someone that's a first-time manager or close to that, that's younger, that can get along with these players. And Dusty Baker, I mean, I dealt with him because I cover the Nats as well, is wonderful. I just don't see it happening. He's going to be expensive. He hasn't managed in a year, and you're looking at a very similar situation to Buck Showalter and Joe Girardi.
Right.
It's now the end of September. You mentioned you've learned a lot. If you can go back, would you do anything differently?
It's hard to say. Like I said, you know, with the adversity we have with the injuries and stuff, it's tough.
Even that wild card spot, the key is going to be Steven Strasburg. You're right, he did not make any rehab start, so he's going to need to be really effective coming right off of the disabled list, and that starts tonight. The good thing is we saw him do this last year. He missed a month of the season with that injury, came back, went 5-1 with a 0.84 ERA, and of course, we can't forget that brilliant postseason performance he had. So we know if anyone can do it, jump back, get right back into the swing of things after coming off the DL, it's Steven Strasburg. On the other side, it could be your last few home games as an Oriole, wearing this jersey after 11 seasons. Not a lot of fans out here. What's going through your head when you come out every day? Is it upsetting to you? What are the emotions behind this? 48 at-bats, you 5 RBI. You're batting .292. That's close to batting .300 on the season. How much cage work are you doing this year?
You know, I am in the cage, and I'm working with K-Long and Joe. They've been great.
What's your deal against Tampa? Every time you play them, you hit like 800.
I don't know. Baseball's a weird sport. It really is. So it's really something that I can't explain. I get asked a lot too about it. Why do I hit my old buddies so well? But there's really no explanation.
I don't think they like when you go down to the trap.
No.
That's how you lose friends right there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it is. Well, the Orioles have begun, as you said, starting interviewing for that president position. Then they need to hire a GM and a manager. Is there any scenario you could see where any of the coaches from last season return under the manager? If they brought about the idea to you that you would be the piece they're going to build this team around, the veteran that's going to show these guys what it's like, would you be interested in that?
You brought the big questions. I see. Yeah, you're making me think. That's always a good thing.
You'll make your 30th start of the season. Take us through, without giving away all your pregame secrets, what tomorrow looks like. Other guys you've got to evaluate during this time, whether it's Victor Robles, some of the young pitchers up here, what are you looking for in particular when you're getting a chance to see these young guys?
What they can do in high leverage situations, how they handle themselves.
You've moved out of center field to right field.
Yeah.
Cedric Mullins has replaced you. How has that adjustment been for you individually?